Hey, middle college students. Just a quick check-in for week number 3 of online classes. It's week number 4 of the term, or the class, whichever class that you might be in. But just wanted to touch base um, and go over a couple things. Overall, everything is pretty much the same as it has been um, last week for sure, and similar to the first week. The first week was a little bit different, but pretty much the same pattern as last week, so not a whole lot has changed. But again, just wanted to touch base. Um, One thing I did not get done this week is I did not get the checklist, the weekly checklist up like I've done the past 2 weeks. And if anybody wants that, I can still go ahead and do it if you find that useful. Just a lot of things going and didn't get it done. If somebody indicates they want that, I'll get it up. Otherwise, probably not. I'll try to get that back up next week. Hopefully things won't be as busy. Um, most of your assignments are going to be based on readings and maybe a few videos, a couple cases, some audio stories. In the case of the videos, as I mentioned last week, it's been brought to our attention that some people have problems with those because of data limitations or broadband issues and taking up bandwidth. So if that's a problem, you can forego those and just focus in on the readings. Almost all the videos have some kind of an alternative reading to go with them. So that's just some general things in regards to all the classes. And again, I'm just trying to keep things very, very simple for you guys because I know everybody's world is upside down. I know a lot of people dealing with technology and other issues. So we're just trying to keep it very simple. Um, in economics, it's just a 3-2-1 assignment this week. There's a couple of readings that you're going to do, and then there's a couple of stories from NPR that you're going to listen to, and then do a quick 3-2-1 assignment. Living Law, it's a 3-2-1 assignment as well. That's going to be based on a couple of readings. I've also included at the start of the module 2 assignments that I usually do when the class is seated. You don't have to do those, but I'd like you to look at the information that's linked on those assignments and check that out because I think it's some interesting stuff. One of them has to do with civic virtue and deals with the John F. Kennedy Profiles in Courage Award. The other one is a assignment a lot of students have fun with, thinking like a political philosopher. And I just want you to look at that and think about the stuff. You don't actually have to do either assignment, but look at them, think about them. If you want to do them, I'll give you 5 bonus points each for doing those. But the assignment for the lesson is a 3-2-1, and that's based on a couple of pretty quick readings that are pretty straightforward. Holocaust, again, just the nature of that class. There's a lot of stuff and a little more work, not a whole lot more, not nearly as much as usual. But there's 2 journals for the week. Again, we're just staying with that pattern. And those journals have kind of adapted some assignments and turned them into journals. But journal number 6 is based on a reading and a short video from the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum dealing with the rise of anti-Semitism in Germany and in Europe. And then number 7, also dealing with anti-Semitism, specifically late 19th century Europe, and then Nazi anti-Semitism, and then an article about anti-Semitism specifically in Europe today. So I think those will be pretty interesting topics for you. And then in African American Studies, again, just a 3-2-1 assignment. That's going to be based on a couple readings and a video. So that's what I have in each class. Again, as I've said every week, submit everything on Canvas. If you want to do things in writing, that's okay. Just take a picture and then upload the picture for me so I can see your work. I am available if anybody wants to meet with me. If you have any questions, if you want to chat about anything, any kind of assistance, best thing to do if you want to do that is to email me, and we can set up either a Zoom meeting or I can meet with you by phone and using my Google Voice number. I'm usually available for things like that between 10 and 4 are the best times. I can do later than that or earlier if need be, but those are the best times and kind of when I'm always in. Sometimes I'll work later in the evening, as tonight. Sometimes a little earlier start with things, but those are the best times. Quick message, Miss Loveland wanted us to share when we made phone calls this week for seniors. There are 2 forms that she would like for you guys to fill out that she sent emails about. One of them is just a form about your after high school plans, and the second one is about fall OTC registration if you're wanting to take classes as an OTC student. She has a form that you can fill out to set up an appointment with her so she can help you with that. Again, I encourage you, as always, to stay up with the news. Lots of stuff happening, lots of news sources. Those are, I've got some linked on my outline to this that I'm using kind of as a script. And if you want to look at that to refer back to anything I said, you can. I want to back up to one other thing about assignments. And I thought I typed this in here. Oh, I did. Just skipped over it. I've got a significant number of students that haven't turned in assignments or only turned in a couple, and definitely being very flexible with everybody on that. But as much as you can get in as possible is going to help you. I know there was a story in the paper about district policy, which we're following, no penalty grading. And so some people might think I don't need to do anything and I'll get by, but the problem is you're still getting a letter grade, and that could have implications later on down the road when you're looking at scholarships, internship opportunities, a wide variety of things. And so try to get that work done. And the big thing I would say is that it's relatively easy. I've minimized it quite a bit for you, and I will be very flexible. I'll still take anything that I've assigned through the semester. I'll still take it. I won't penalize for being late. My biggest concern is that you don't put things off until the last minute and go, oh my gosh, I've got all this stuff I need to do, and I'm suddenly really am worried about my grade, and I don't know how I'm going to get it all caught up. And I think it's easy in this situation, I understand, to kind of get complacent and think I've got time to do it. I can do it at home. They're being really flexible, and all of that is very true. But again, don't let it wait till the last minute. Try to get on that and keep getting things in. Like I said, I'm trying to minimize things to just a couple assignments a week and keeping those very basic. And if you have problems, if you have questions, let me know. I'm willing to work with you, but we need to communicate so we can get you not just a grade, but the best grade possible, because I know you guys are capable of great work and I want that reflected in your grades. So, and I know some of you, after talking to people on the phone, are kind of dejected and frustrated, but we can get through this. You can do this. I'll get you through it. So hang in there and keep working away. Get those things into me. This week's work, as every week, is due the end of the day Friday. And again, I've set that due date mainly to keep you from digging a big hole. I'll keep taking it after that. But if you get it in each day, that gives you something to aim for and keeps you hopefully from digging too deep of a hole of what you need to catch up on. So I just really encourage you guys to do this. I know you can do great work. I've seen it, and I want that reflected in your grade. I don't want to just put down a D and call it good. I want your grades to represent what you're capable of doing. So try to get that work in. And like I said, if you have problems or need help with anything, let me know. I think that really kind of wraps everything up. As I said, I want to help you in any way I can. I want to get through classes. So let me know if you need something. And, looking forward to a good week. And looking forward to seeing a lot of great work from you guys through the week. As I said, if you need something, let me know. Otherwise, I'll sign off.